Well, hello everyone, and thanks for joining me today at Juanette's Crafting Corner for Quick Tip Thursday. This is episode number 12. Before we get started, the people I would like to thank for their comments were these people that are written in blue. Judy, she was at Roxy's first class. Christina from Christina Creates, she told me, and several other people that I note here. Remember, I think I said I didn't know what that little animal was in my video, in my trip to Australia. It's a wallaby. And then they also told me, several people told me there was actually a real case where a woman and her husband were accused of murdering their baby. And she said that in real life, I mean, it was a Seinfeld episode where Elaine said it in jest, but I guess this woman said that a dingo had eaten her baby or taken her baby out of a tent. So that's a real story. Elizabeth is from Western Australia. Kate from the Journal Nest, she was also at the workshop. Amy, she was so cute. She enjoyed the travel video so much that she said, we should start a donation and send you around the world. We could call it Juanette's Wonders, and you can just tell us about the places you visit. And I thought, wow, that sounds fantastic. I'll take you up on that. Again, Christy B and Christine and Vanessa all told me that it was a wallaby. Carol lives in Sydney, and Jenny's also an Aussie. Diana, as always, you never miss commenting. I appreciate it. And Carrie Bruce, I told you about her and her art in the last video, and left a link for her studio. But anyway, let's get started in this Quick Tip Thursday. For today's Quick Tip Thursday, after I finish every single project, I take every single thing off of my desk. And you can see it gets quite dirty in between. That's where my die cutting machine goes. And it just drives me crazy if things are not clean. So like I said, after every single project, I take everything off the desk and I wipe it down. So that was what was accumulated on my desk between the last project and the one I just finished. And as I sit at my desk, that's what I see back there. And if there is dirt or crumbs or lint or something, it kind of drives me crazy. And so now this will all go into the trash. Now the next thing I do is I wipe down my laptop, and I use little alcohol sponges or wipes. That was what was on the keyboard of my laptop. So again, it gets really dirty in between. So now I'm going to switch over to this desk. This is my desk that goes up and down. This is where I keep my paper cutter. And as you can see, it's pretty dirty. So I'll clean that off. The next thing I do is to run the vacuum, or as some countries call it, the Hoover, and that mat that is underneath my desk, all kinds of papers and lint and stuff gets, trapped underneath there. I also pull up Fiona's little towel that she lays on, and so the room gets a really good vacuum. Okay, the next thing is I use this sharp, and you can see underneath there in that dark area, do you see the steam coming up? It steam cleans your floor. So I think that's a pretty good tip there. So I run it all over the tile floor. So the next thing I do is I take a look at my supplies. Do I need to do anything before I start my next project? I look at my printer. Does it have enough ink? I think it does. Then as I scan down here into this section here, these 4 drawers here have my paper that I use for digitals. So I just had gotten some Hammermill paper. I'm good with that. I had also just ordered some Epson paper. I'm getting low, well, not that low, but that's my everyday Walmart paper for just kind of plain stuff. And then this is koala paper. So I think I'm okay with paper. The next thing I do is I have a drawer or a trolley with all of my scrap papers. Now this is just neutrals. If I need to back journaling cards or tags, this is what I will reach for. And sometimes then I also will sit down and make master boards using these scraps. The other tip I have is my lace that I use frequently. I keep that close at hand. Like this here is just little bits and bobs. I keep it some on rolls. I replenish it as I need. There's white and ivory. And then I also have bits of fabric just right here, but that's my white and ecru fabric. And then up here is where I have these zipper bags that's got red fabric in there, green fabric, yellow fabric, and these are just scraps. My main fabric area is in another craft room. And so I've got some more like trims and stuff here. And then I have these office pockets with scraps per color, like green, blue, purple. So say for instance, I'm working on a tag and I want to add a little blue to it. I think that would go well. Then I would pull from here. And then I just have them all, my pink, yellow. This is all my doily, mark making, scraps, just what have you. All of my tissue paper that I've done, my sparkly scraps and napkins that have been Mod Podge. That's there. And then in the very last drawer has my scale for weighing packages for my Etsy store, and then my packing tape. This trolley here, I just emptied it out. It was completely full with medieval mirage, ephemera. It had tags in there, journaling cards, green, purple, gold things, and I've cleaned it all out. It's ready for my next project. I've got these little, I think they were dollar store containers, and I will separate supplies into each of them. I do keep some journaling cards, some master boards that I've already cut up just there in case I need to grab them. And then down here in this bottom, this just has some scraps. I will need to sort through these and put them in the individual color packages over here to the right, and then there's another empty container. So that's ready for a new project. So now I'm just going to scan real quick over my desk. A couple of other things that cleaning up your craft room in between projects helps is you find things that maybe you dropped. I'm going to pull my chair up, sorry. So you find things that maybe you dropped. It gives you a chance to take a look at your desk. Is that setup working for you? Whatever you have within reach, is that a good way to have it? And for me, this is perfect. I have my pens and pencils in one area, certain tools in another area. I will put empty things in here, little bits and bobs. This has some things that I need to organize. But this helps me. I know a lot of people say they are more creative with chaos or mess. I'm not that way. I do better with organization. To the right here, that's my little notebook where I write down people's names who leave comments. So now the only thing is to think about what kind of journal I want to do. Why don't you guys leave me a comment and let me know what kind of journal you think I should tackle next. So anyway, I hope this was helpful to you for this Quick Tip Thursday, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks and bye-bye.